Right now, a brand new resource for people who have OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorders. And, that might be obsessively cleaning, obsessively having things set in just a particular fashion in their homes. We can talk about this resource with Stuart Mead, who is the Senior Service Lead for Steps to Wellbeing in West Dorset, who's on the line with us now. Stuart, good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
And maybe just worth having a professional take on OCD, because I'm guessing that while anxiety, depression, mental health issues across the board have been spiking during coronavirus, there must be a similar story with obsessive compulsive disorder.
Yes, obsessive compulsive disorder is one of a range of common mental health problems, including sort of depression and a range of other anxiety disorders. Now, OCD is characterized by sort of unwelcome thoughts and images and urges and worries that increase anxiety. And these can be around safety, they can be around doubting. And the compulsive element is really the actions that we take in order to try to mitigate that, to reduce the anxiety. And when this becomes problematic, it manifests as a obsessional compulsive disorder. And obviously at a time of pandemic, as we've all become slightly more on a higher state of alert, these vulnerabilities would become more exposed.
So what is this new resource, this phone app that is now out there to help people, adults who might be struggling with OCD?
Well, Steps to Wellbeing, which is the evidence-based psychological treatment service run by the NHS in Dorset, offers a range of treatments and therapies that are easily accessible for people across the county. One of the exciting new innovations that we've got is this OCDNet, which is an app that people can use on their phone or tablet or PC. And this is a sort of a modular approach towards treatment. So it takes the evidence-based treatments for OCD and puts them into a sort of an easily manageable modular app format.
And is that an increasingly useful resource? We're so comfortable with our phones and with technology these days. It is for people for whom talking therapies, for instance, might just be something that is a leap too far, something new and scary. Having that kind of app-based interface presumably could be quite a useful tool.
I think that's a really good point, actually. Yes, it sort of delivers. It delivers what we know works with people who experience common mental health problems, in this case OCD, in a format that's perhaps more familiar to them. So perhaps breaks down some of those concerns that people may have in sort of stepping into a therapy room, which is traditionally the way that we would operate, or increasingly through this period of social isolation, we've been offering a sort of remote option. So people have been attending courses via their internet connections, or having video consultations with their therapists, or telephone consultations. So this is perhaps another example of that innovation and change in how we are accessing these sort of evidence-based strategies.
And just for a peace of mind, this is a part of the armoury. This is not to replace anything that has been available up until now.
No, it's an addition. Steps to Wellbeing, through this period, obviously we had to stop offering people face-to-face treatments because of the government restrictions. So we had to think quite innovatively about how we would continue to offer our treatments. And what we found is that by moving them remotely online, it's proved to be very successful. People are able to continue to access these treatments. And this OCDNet is just another option in the suite of options that are available via the Steps to Wellbeing service.
Okay, so people who are listening and might be interested might think they could benefit from this. Is it the kind of thing that they can go and get themselves? They need to be referred?
And absolutely, really, 90% of our referrals are people who self-identify that there's an issue and then self-refer. And probably the best way to do it is to go to our website, Steps to Wellbeing website. There's a self-referral form. You have to fill in some details, and then that will go to our administrative team, who will arrange for an assessment with one of our therapists, who will then discuss what the treatment options are, and collaboratively you decide what's best for you.
Stuart, good to talk to you this morning. Stuart Mead there, who is from Steps to Wellbeing. Here in Dorset, you can find out more, as he says, on their website, which is steps and then the number 2 wellbeing.co.uk.